And right, today we are going to walk through how to set up a blog subscription newsletter for your website using Mailchimp. Most of the setup is going to happen inside Mailchimp, so go ahead and log into your account and head over to Audience and Sign Up Forms. You can click on Create New Form. And then you'll have three options. Now, depending on what you're looking for, you might choose one or the other. We have an embedded form, a pop-up form, and a sign-up landing page. In this tutorial, we are going to use the embedded form that's easily added to almost any website platform out there with a code embed. If you have that option, if you're using WordPress and using a plugin like Opt-in Monster, you can definitely integrate that with this embedded form as well. So let's go ahead and click on that and we'll give it a name. If you have more than one audience, you can select it from this drop-down. Otherwise, go ahead and click on Begin. Now this brings you to the opt-in form design page. If you'll notice, Mailchimp doesn't give you a lot of options when it comes to the layout and look and feel of your form. It's very Mailchimp branded. So that's one reason why a lot of users will choose to create their forms with Mailchimp, but then once again, integrate it with something like Opt-in Monster so that you can have sort of the best of both worlds. You can use Mailchimp for collecting emails and sending them out, to your subscribers, but you still have access to more design-friendly form builders. But what you will want to do is make sure that your form has the right input. So we have email address is standard. Maybe you want to add a first name. You can go ahead and drag and drop to reorder. If you want to make any inputs required, you can click on that checkbox. There's also a help text option, which will go beneath the input field. I'll type that in so you can see that. There you go. So I won't add any. I don't think we need it for first name and email address. Let's move those back. All right. In the settings, we have a form title, which you can change or toggle on or off. You can change the width of the form if you'd like. You can remove CSS styles depending on your unique code requirements. Next, we have tags. What you'll want to do is for sure segment your users. Anyone who submits this form will receive these tags. So if this form is associated with a specific lead magnet, you might want to put a tag that's specific to that lead magnet on this form. If you want them to automatically be added to a newsletter list, you'll want to add that to this form as well. So in this one, I'm just going to go pretty simple. We're going to do a blog sign up because this is a form that will be embedded on the blog, and then we will also have a newsletter tag. Finally, there's just a little bit about a referral badge. Depending on your plan, you may or may not have the option to remove this Mailchimp branded logo here on your form. Whenever you're done, you can go ahead and click on continue, and that will give you the code that you need to add to your website, your opt-in plugin, whatever you're using. So whenever you do gain a new subscriber through your blog opt-in form, you'll want to create a welcome email that automatically sends out the moment they're added to the list. To do this, inside your Mailchimp account, you'll head over to Automations and Pre-Built Journeys. Here you can click on the Build from Scratch option in the top right corner. And then you'll choose a name for this automation. Just say blog newsletter welcome. Something descriptive so you know what's actually in this journey that you're building. So go ahead and click on Start Building. Okay, so how does the contact start the journey? Okay, what you'll want to do is click on the tag added. So whatever tag you used for your opt-in form, that's the one that you are going to want to use to kickstart this newsletter automation. In this case, I am using the blog sign-up form because this one's going to be more of a general sign-up form for the blog. If you have an ebook delivery, for example, you will want a different tag for that then you can deliver the email throughout this journey. All right, so we have that added. Okay, so once that's done, then we want to add a journey point. So you want to send out an email with the, whatever welcome message you have. If there is a delivery that you need to do, an ebook or a white paper delivery, you'll want to do it here. So go ahead and make sure your to and from information is correct. You can set the subject and the preview text. When should your email send? Any day that you want is what you want to do, and then as soon as possible. Basically, this means that no matter when they sign up for your blog newsletter, they get this email. So you can click on the classic or the new builder. I'm going to click on the new builder here. And then you can go ahead and click on whatever email you'd like to use. Go ahead and design it. I've just put in some really basic wireframe content here just to illustrate what you'll want to do. Go ahead and send a test. Do this multiple times. Make sure it's showing up properly in your inbox. And then you can click Save and Return to Journey when you're happy with how this email is looking. Now at this point, this is the really basic welcome email that you send. It's all you really need. However, you can include some additional steps like adding more tags to subscribers. So if your, say your form only adds that blog sign up tag and no newsletter tags, then what you might want to do is here you would add a tag that adds them to the newsletter list. And we'll want to add that. Click on Save. That way we'd know after this automation, they would be added to our newsletter list, so they're for sure getting our weekly newsletters afterwards. You could also send a full welcome email sequence with multiple emails that send over a span of time. This is a great option if you want to warm up your new subscribers. Make sure that they understand who you are as a company, what value you're able to deliver them. You can send in some upsell or cross-sell messaging within that as well. You could also do some conditional logic. If else, a percentage split, you could split test this sequence, or use an if else to tailor your email content based on additional user tags or activity. All right, and so at that point, I'm on a test account right now, but you could go ahead and click continue and make this journey live for your subscribers. After this is all set up, what you'll want to do is test the whole thing. So that means you're going to go to your website, fill out the form as you've added it there with a unique email that's not on your list yet. You want to check the inbox for that email. Make sure that you're getting the information properly. Making sure that you're getting that first sign up welcome email, as well as any follow-up emails. You can go ahead and check inside your Mailchimp account to make sure that that user has been added properly with all the appropriate tags. And that's how you set up your blog subscription newsletter with Mailchimp. All right, now one thing I did want to mention is we've been looking at a lot of great automation tips for Mailchimp with that blog subscription, getting those new subscribers into your Mailchimp account and sending out those first few emails on a schedule without having to touch it at all. Once you get past that point, you kind of move into a more manual stage of email marketing, which is you have to create all those newsletters manually. You have to copy and paste, curate your content, copy and paste it into your newsletter design, and, do a lot of testing to make sure that everything looks good before you send it out. If you're looking to save a bit of time and continue to automate that process, you can use a tool like FeedOtter. FeedOtter does let you create a fully automated RSS-powered email. So if you're just sending out blog posts, you can plug that into FeedOtter and it will compile those blog posts into your email design, resize, reformat everything, send it out on a schedule. It uses Mailchimp to do the sending, so you don't have to, you can keep everything compiled really tightly using that same tool. You can also use FeedOtter for a more content-rich newsletter approach, which allows you to pull in sources like YouTube or Google Sheets or TikTok, in addition to that RSS feed or blog your blog posts. And so with FeedOtter, it will curate all those different sources into one easy to use interface. You can add them to your newsletter with a single click. All of that formatting done automatically with the image and text. So great tool, definitely something to consider if you're looking at automating this newsletter process. Check it out. FeedOtter does have free demos as well as a great intro video to give you a real good look at how this tool works and how it might work for your blog subscription needs. All right, and that's all I've got. So hope this was helpful. Definitely hit subscribe to the FeedOtter channel for more great tips about email marketing and up-leveling your approach to newsletters.